Hey, welcome back to Retail Remedy. I know it's been a whole hot minute since I have done a video, but as you can see, things have changed a little bit for GL Boutique. Okay, so right now we are in my office slash storage where I do everything. Like, the magic happens right here in this space, and I have decided to basically try to get back into the swing of things as far as doing my videos and stuff like that. At first I was trying to, but I was in such a small space, and I was in California, and I've actually since then moved to Texas. So now we are in a whole different vibe, and I feel a lot better where I am now than what I was doing before. And I'll tell you guys some of the differences towards, I have like a little list or whatever towards the end of the video, the difference between reselling in California, where I was at, which was LA, versus here. And it's just my experience on it. So you know, there are resellers that do great out there, and then, you know, everybody has their own experience with it. So but anyways, let's talk about what's changed. So we're gonna have kind of like a little reseller chit chat. So as you can see, I have put my inventory in storage. This is probably the biggest change that I've made, because me having it in my little apartment, it was definitely beginning to close in on me. I had, even though I didn't have that much stuff, because I think I averaged about maybe 150 items, but it wasn't because, you know, that's all I had. It was because I was selling things continuously, which I was very thankful for at the time. So it was kind of hard for me to like pile up on the items, but also my knowledge of reselling has changed. So I have discovered some more resellers on YouTube, like Honey Rags, Ryan and Jack. There's another girl that I watch, but I can't remember her name. It's like a mommy of three. She's a reseller. And I've just found other methods as to doing more shopping and things like that. So I've gotten better with my inventory. My inventory is so much more luxury now. I feel, you know, we're still working on it, because now I have about 350 items on GL Boutique and growing. So yeah, it's like super exciting. Like, I've been having a lot of fun, especially since I've moved. So like I said, the storage was the main change, and it's so nice to have my inventory be somewhere else other than my house. So the next thing I want to get into is actually the Bolo brands. So what I've noticed is that in California, I had a lot harder time getting the Bolo brands at the bins, where, like, I've been doing more bin shopping than store shopping since I've moved, just to kind of like, you know, get used to it. But I do go to the stores. I'll show you a few of my Bolo brands that I've gotten. One of them that I'm thinking of, I actually got it from the stores, the Goodwill stores. And out here there's a lot more standalone thrift shops. So that's another thing. So that's something that I've started to enjoy more here too. But as I said, mostly I do like a lot of bin shopping. So I feel like that either it's just better out here in Texas as far as like reselling, or maybe I just wasn't hitting the right spots in LA, because I've been able to pick up more stuff for a lot less money. So yeah, one of the main Bolo brands that I am so excited to say that I have right now is actually behind me, this little red pouch. I'm going to show you a picture of it because I don't want to dig it out from over there, but it is actually HERMES. And this is the second time I've had HERMES in my store. So the first time I had HERMES, I bought it from actually a estate sale. So it was a little different because obviously estate sales, you know, they are known to have more of the big brands. But, and also when I got, it was like a belt buckle. Actually, do I have a picture of that one? I think I did. So previously I had, I was watching Shira. So previously I had a Hermes belt buckle. And as you can see here, it was just the buckle, right? And it was just made out of a base metal. So I literally sold it for like $100 or like $75, something like that. And it sold like literally as soon as I hit list item, it sold. This one is a little different because it is a bag. And so this is what happened. I actually did find this bag at the bin. I know. Wow. I was even surprised, okay? And I do feel like the story is necessary to be told.
Picture it. Sicily, 1922.
So, what happened was, so I'm gonna mix this in with telling you the difference between binge shopping in California versus binge shopping in Texas, where I am now. So in California, you have to have a basket. Like if you go to the bins, right, they have a certain number of baskets that are in the store, and each person has to have a basket or you can't shop. You have to wait outside the store. The main difference, that's the main difference that I've noticed. And one other difference that we may be able to, it's probably debatable, but we'll talk about it. So anyways, you have to have a basket, right? And so I wouldn't have been able to even get this if it was in California, because when I went to the store out here, they didn't have any carts available. But luckily here you do not have to have a basket in order to shop, so you can walk around and hold stuff in your arms. They don't really care. Even though they didn't have a basket, usually what I would do is I'll kind of sit and wait for someone to finish shopping and maybe go outside and wait for them to like put their cart inside of the little cart thing. But they had just bought out like a bunch of carts or blue bins or whatever. I don't know why I call it a cart, but they had just brought out a bunch of blue bins. So this is another difference. In California, they put out all the bins in the store, and then they let you all go in and just shop throughout the whole bins, right? In Texas, they put out a single line of bins. So they'll have like, let's say they have 7 lines, for example, or columns or whatever, or rows, I don't know, column, row, you know what I'm saying, 7 lines of bins. They'll remove one and then bring out a whole nother set while everybody stands and waits at this particular point. And once they tell you to go, people just run towards the bins like crazy animals. So I saw that they had just put out a new line, right? So I was like, either wait or go and check out this new line. So I decided to just go over there. So I go over there, don't have a cart, it's just me. I'm looking and looking through the bins or whatever, and of course everybody else, it's a whole pile mess of people. And I see this little bag, this little red bag. So I grab it, you know, and I look at it and I see that there's an H on it. So let me show y'all the picture, because it's already listed on my Poshmark. So as you can see here, there's an H on it. And so yeah, I'll show you for a little longer so it's not like, but yeah, so I basically look at that H, and I didn't recognize it right at first because I was like, I mean, it could be Hermes, but how often do you think you're gonna find Hermes at the bins? So I just hold it in my arm and I continue to go around the line, because each row has 2 bins like side by side. So you go down one side and then come up the other side. So I go around and I look, and this basically that was like the main thing I had, and maybe some shirts and stuff. So I finally see a cart sitting in the cart waiting area, and so I had told myself I was just going to take a look at that bag as soon as I was able to put things down, because I did have quite a few things in one arm. Even though it was just like a couple of shirts or whatever, it wasn't like I could just stop and look or whatever, because of course you want to just be very vigilant, like when you're at the bins, because you never know, if you drop something, somebody might come by and scoop it up if you don't realize you've dropped it. Like, people do not care at these bins, I've noticed. I've even had people steal out of my cart. Okay, so yeah, so I went to go get me a basket. So I seen the basket, I hurried up over there to go get the basket. I put all my stuff inside and I pick up the bag and I look in the inside, and lo and behold, let me show y'all see if I can zoom in on it, the tag. I see this. This is the inside, so this is the tag. If you can see that, there's the logo, it says Hermes Paris, and then the back of the tag looks like this. So it says made in France. So now the thing about that is that, of course, the first I'm like, okay, is it real? I take a look, I take a, you know, couple more ganders at the bag, and I'm like, yo, like, this bag seems like it's authentic. Like, there's a H on the little zipper thing, and also the biggest giveaway for me for fake bags is the zipper, because the zipper usually is a really nice sliding zipper if you have if it's an authentic bag, because they don't cut corners when they do designer clothing and designer bags and stuff, so they won't put like a cheap zipper, you know. So I could tell that it was, you know, the correct one, and on top of that, they also don't miss out for a chance of like putting a logo or advertisement. They usually don't go and buy bulk zippers, for example. They get their zippers with their logos on them, for the most part. So I authenticated it just by looking at that. So anyways, that is like one of the biggest ones that I found since I've came out here, as far as Bolo brands go. And I found a few others. So like this Tory Burch dress is actually 100% silk, and it is new with tags, as you can see. Oh wait, this is the there you go, it's new with tags. So the one that I found, and I actually found this at a Goodwill store for $15, so I picked her up, you know. And so the retail price for it is $450. I do have it listed for $330 because it is brand new with tags. So, and it's 100% silk. So yeah. Another one that I found is this Anthropologie Maeve dress, also new with tags. And this one I actually found at the bins. So as you can see, it's $148 regular price. I have it listed for $84, both on eBay and Poshmark. I found a whole heap of Brighton stuff. I even found some brand new Brighton sandals, which I've already sold. Let me see. I just put in the mail this Monday a Free People linen paper bag pants, and I've been finding so much good Free People stuff. Now I know Free People is kind of on like a downtrod or whatever, like people are not as, you know, excited about Free People, but it still does sell, and I will pick up specific ones. Actually, Monday I put in 2 Free People things in the mail. I also put in a long floral dress. So and I'm going off of my Poshmark because usually this is where I put the bigger things. Now this one is kind of surprising me a little bit. I did find some new with tags MIH bohemian style jeans, and as you can see, I have it listed for $64, but I don't even have likes on it yet. And I find that to be kind of weird because recently I was just watching Ryan and Jack, and they were like, yeah, put that in your Bolo brand list because, you know, those are really popular, you know, and you know, especially new with tags, you know, or whatever. But I guess I just need to take some more time with it, or maybe lower the price a little bit. But yeah, I've actually found a lot more of my Bolo brands here in Texas than I was in California. And the main thing, I think the main thing that has changed really is that I discovered the YouTubers. So now I kind of have a bigger brand knowledge because of them, you know. So like shout out to them because they definitely helped me out. And also just how to cross-reference and find BOLO brands, which is very important for a reseller. You have to learn what's selling. So that is the main things that have changed with Geo Boutique, and I'm very, very proud of it right now. And you know, Geo Boutique has been doing great. Like I'm very selective, so you'll notice if you look at my reviews and stuff, if you go to eBay, I do have a lot of great reviews, but I like to attribute that to being very selective as to what goes in my shop. So I do, like I said, I have about 350 items currently listed. So yeah, if you would like to check out my eBay store, I do link it down below. You can also go to facebook.com/shop GL Boutique, and you'll see my Facebook. Now I haven't posted a whole lot on there lately because just been moving around and trying to figure out what content works best for there. I was posting like when I had new stuff, but literally it's been so much stuff that like I haven't done that because it would be so much. So I'm still trying to get that all together, and you know, working on the YouTube as well. But I appreciate you all for stopping by and checking out my video, and I will see you all in the next one. Happy shopping and happy reselling. Bye.